Hello everyone, welcome back to the Apps ICP channel. Today we will learn how to create login process using internet identity to our dApps. Alright, this is our view for internet identity. The internet identity is the app's native form of identity user for authenticating with ICP apps. Uh, so you guys can visit this article to know about the internet identity. So I will be put this link in description. So let's start to code our login process. So first thing first, we need to open Ubuntu, and then change to ICP, CD, ICP, and then we create a new project for our for this video. The FX new login apps login app. So we will use a Motoko, and then for the front end we use a React, and then extra features we select the internet identity. To select this one, we press the space, and then we press the enter, and then we just wait for the installing node dependency. So already we are already successful create our new project. So let's open our project using VS Code. Then we connect to WSL. After that, go to folder, find our application, login apps, click OK. Then terminal. Alright. So from here, from folder source, we have a backend, and then we have a front end. So we will use the this one. We use the authentication client. This one. So we create new folder, not a new folder, new file. We name is auth provider.jxx, and then rfc. Alright. Then we need to import Auth client, this one, identity Auth client. For you guys, if you not yet install the authentication client for the Definity, you can copy, and then you guys can install first. Because for me, I already installed this and this dependency. All right. So next one, we need to create a constant auth context equal to create context. this one. After that, we need to declare the default option. Default option, and then inside from the default option, we put a create option. Create option. Inside the create option, we have a idly option, and then inside this we have a disable idly is true, and then so we have this. So next one we have a login option. Inside the login option, we have a identity provider. So identity provider, we just put empty first. Okay, next one, we create export cons use Auth client, and then option with S, and then default option. So next we need to declare this one. We need to set its authentication user, and then we need set for the identity and principal, and also we need set for the call function. And then use state we need to import this one. All right. Okay, next we need to use effect, and then this effect is we use for the initialize the process. Then this one, so we need to run this one. Create Auth client dot create, then option with S, and then create option dot then and then synchronization the value we declare with a client, then one. Right. So we need to declare one function. We name it with a update client. So we pass the parameter client inside the update client, and then we create function for the update client function, and then the value. All right. Inside the update client function, we need to get the value is authenticated from the client from this one, because this is a function initialized. So if authentication, if this file is run, so this process will be run first, and then after that we call this function, and then from this function we set we get the value the client is authenticate or not. So this value will be true or false. So this value will be set in this variable. And then next one, we need to get the identity value. So to get identity value, you just put a client dot get identity, and then we declare with a constant, and we name it with a identity, and then we set into this variable. So the next one, we need to get the principal, and then we need to set with this value. So like this, we get the identity from this, and then we call the get principal to return the value for our principal. So the from this value we set using this one to variable principal. And then next one, we need to set authentication user. So to set authentication user, we just get the value from this one, the client parameter client, and then we just set. So this value will be assigned to this parameter or this variable authentication user. So next one we have our actor const actor, and then we need to create actor, and then from the canister ID. In the create actor, we have a option, and then the identity. This one identity. So create actor, we need to import from our backend. So to import it, we want to import create actor from our backend, from this one. Yes, provider. Alright, for actor. So the canister ID also we import from our backend. Okay. After that, we set to call function this actor. We set to call function. So this line or this code will be the process to integrate, or in this process to call our function in our backend process. So we will use this variable call function to call our backend function. So next one we need to create a login function, const login. This is a process to login. The login, and then inside the login we have a curly bracket, and then we have this one. We have a triple dot, and then we have options, and then we have a login option, this one, and then we have a on success. So if we run this process and then a success, so will be update the value in the update function. So next one we need to create a logout function. Logout function. Say logout. Then insert the logout. Insert this function. We have a wait auth authentication user question mark and then dot logout, and then bracket, and then so next one we need also to update the data from our user. So we will update this one. So if we run this function, so the authentication value will be set to false. If we run and then we run the login function, so our authentication value will be true, and then all this one also will be changed. All right, next one. From this function, we need to return value. So we need to return is authentication login, this one. Also we need to return the value, the function logout. Also we need to return the authentication user, this one, and then we need to return identity, and then we return principal. Also the last one we need to return the call function. So next we need to change this one to constant, and then inside this one we have a children, and then we have const that we declare to out equal to use authentication client, then the return, we return the authentication or authentication context. I think this one. All right, this one need like this. All right. So next one, we export cons use out equal bracket and then also equal and greater than use context out context. So this one. Okay, next one we create a home page. We create the home jx. So if you user have a credential, so the user will be access the home, and then if user don't have a credential of the session or the session will be go to this page. So for home we create for the home we create the simple interface. So we just create like this the simple application, the simple design. We have the welcome page, and then next we have a button, and then the value of the button, the text for our button is a show ID, and then we have a header too. This is your ID principal. So if user click the button show ID, so will be written the ID principal. So next we have a button logout. So if user click the logout button, so will be redirect user to login, and will be login page or the login or the logout page. So in the logout page we just create a simple application or simple design. We just put like this. We have a header one, click button below to login, and then the login we have a button login. So we go back to home, we complete this and this code. So we need to input, or we need to import our authentication provider. We use this one. We need to import to home to call the function inside the authentication provider. So we cons from this one we have a result, and then we have a handle click, and then we have a logout. So constant result, we need to declare first result, and then set result with use state just put empty. All right, next one we have a cons, and then we need to call. We import the function call function and log out. Log out from the use authentication from this one. So we have in the authentication provider we have written the login function, and then we have written the logout, so we can access this one from we can access this one from the home. We just call like this. So and then next one we have a handle click cons handle click, then string bracket equal to, then cons, we declare the ID, then await call function dot dot get ID, and then set result ID. Alright, so this call function and then dot get ID, this is our function for, this is the name function for our backend. So we just change the grid with a get ID. We can put any name of function. For example, I put a ID principal. So we just change this one, and then for this we don't have a value, and then we need to put a share query and then bracket message. Then we clear this one. We declare the caller message dot caller. Then next one, we need to change this caller value. This caller value is our ID principal dot to text caller. Okay, like this. So for the home page we already done, and then for the logout, so the logout process, we need to import the login. We need to import this one to log out on. So we need to import user for authentication provider user, and then after that we need to call, or we need to import login equal to use auth. Alright, so like this one. So for login process we already done. So maybe we can put into center. All this one we put in a center, like this one. So home also we can put into center. Alright, authentication provider is already done, and then we need to change this one also. This one we clear, then also this one we just clear. So for the apps, we have this one. We have this one, authenticate. We need to call from this one, from the authentication provider. to call, we just copy this one, copy, and then we need to call this one, authenticate. Okay, so for the home, we need to home, we need to import the home, also log out, log out, log out is the L. I think we can rename it for the capital L. Capital L. Then the apps log out. So we already import the home and then the logout. So next one, we need to import authentication provider from this one. So we change this one into this internet provider, and then internet provider we call from this one, internet provider. All right, so I think that's all. Home, provider, apps. So the application will be run this one, and then we will call the main.jsx this one, and then this application will be called this application on this page. So this page will be run this one first. If the authentication is true, it will be run the home page. If the authentication is false, it will be run to logout page to ask the user to log in. So I think we can test. I think we need to this one. So we go to terminal, then we run our server first. And then deploy. Okay, for identity provider, we must to copy this one and put is input and put like this, Control V, and then we can try to deploy again. So we can try it for our front end. This is URL for our front end, and then this is URL for identity and internet identity backend, and then this is our backend for our dApps. So you can try the access this one. Open. We try to click login, and then so maybe you guys are different with me. Maybe you can go to create, and then I think more option, create new, create first. So maybe you guys will be processed like this. Save and continue. So welcome page. So if we click the show ID, so the ID principal will be appear. So I think that's all for this video. I hope you guys learn something from this video. So the next video we will be do the video to integrate this process to our previous application. All right, guys. See you in the next video.